Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our series with Rahat Rao. Today our program is about the Eid al-Duha and the Muslim Ummah and the behavior of the so-called the scholars, especially in North America. And this year we have the same problem in this society like we have in back in subcontinent. We have this year two Eids. Some of our people celebrating the Eid on Tuesday and some of them celebrating on Wednesday. So this is the show where the Ummah stand in this 21st century. They cannot agree on one Eid day and one celebration. How can we united for other part of life? No, we are divided in a small group, and it's all due to the scholars, their own mood, their own ego, and their own definitions of Islam. And I humbly request the young people to research yourself and only follow the Quran and Sunnah. Then other things like because Islam teach that us the tolerance, respect others, and there is always any in North America. In my 23-year experience, I never met any scholars so far who are leading the salat and they're saying they are the the custodian of Deen. They never say salam alaikum to you. You have to say salam to them. The hadith said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one Sahabi asked, what is the best thing of Islam? The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, give people food and say salam, feed people and say salam to people you know or people you don't know. So this is the teaching of Islam. But I have never met any single alim in my life who says salam to me first. Hazrat Zayd Razillah Talano, he was in the khidmat of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam all his life. He was a small kid when he came to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never gave him a chance to say salam. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam always say salam first. And also there is one hadith Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, among you is the person who says salam, the first place, he is out of kibr, out of kibr. So also, and other hadith, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the humans, the creation is the family of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and whoever loves to the Allah's creation is close to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So we call the follower of our Islam. So in Islam teach the love to other. And Islam said to be kind and to be nice to your neighbor. Islam doesn't say to the kind to your Muslim neighbor, any neighbor. So this is, we have to respect our neighbor no matter who they are. And the other is how can you can be a scholar of Islam when your ikhlaq is not on that level. And and also in this big occasion, you divide the ummah. You divide the ummah, the one group doing one day and other group is doing the other day. What message you are giving to other? So we cannot come to the conclusion, okay, I can understand because people doing different timing, different in subcontinent because they are not that level of education. But in this country, most people are very educated and they have understanding and they have all the sources to acquire the knowledge. Because according to the hadith, there is a Arafah day is only one day, and the next right after that is Eid. So it's so simple. And the other thing is, we are using all the scientific, all the thing we have invention. What about this information? The 500 years ago or 200 years ago, people have no access. What day is Alpha day? What time is have they Eid there? If moon sighting happen anywhere in the world, it should be acceptable for other part of the world too, because we are already behind 12 hours. So technically, when the Eid is Tuesday in Saudi Arabia, we have their Eid is finished, like their Wednesday start, so over Tuesday start morning, and their Wednesday night, Tuesday night. So they already have Eid Salat performed, and they already enter in after Maghrib. The other day start. So that's why this is the decision having a 2 Eid or 3 Eid is not acceptable. It should be 1 day of Eid, and the Ummah, the scholars shouldn't divide the Ummah. And this is no matter who, like, even though they start talking about if you go in any masjid and start praying in a different way, the other masjid people praying, they look at you in a very different way, and do you become embarrassed. Another thing is, they should teach the tolerance, and they should also the practice the way they teach, because the only lack we have, the weakness is there, the ikhlaq. Our ikhlaq is going it's worse, in going worse and worse every day. So how it's going to be built? It's from the scholar. They have to show to people their own ikhlaq, and when they show and they practice their own ikhlaq, then they can teach, then the people can listen their ikhlaq, and then what they're saying. Because when they see the ulama is not doing the way the ikhlaq should be, then they don't listening to them. The other thing is, this is only here practice is every scholar this is the weekend scholar, this is the weekend imam, this is the evening imam. What is this? This is like more than business. This is like when you are on salary, and this whole day the 5 salat namaz is take less than 2 hours, and then you have on the weekend, okay, then weekend we're not going to come to masjid to lead the salat, because this is over day, it's supposed to be day off. When it comes to the salary, when it's come to all the facility, then they said, okay, we're gonna follow the Canadian rule or American rule or Mexican or North American rule or European rule. When it comes to other way, okay, respect the ulama, because we are the ulama is Warsul Anbiya, because we are the custodian of deen, or you are custodian of deen. Why are you too much worried about dunya? And you are telling the other people, this is haram, this is this, and you are doing yourself. Some of the people, I know myself, they tell other people, don't buy the house on the interest, and they have their own houses. They have their own luxury cars. The most luxury car you can see, they have it. But they're telling others this dunya and this other thing. They are just people when they go. Who make them like this? Us people. Because if you give somebody, oh, come to my house, the barakah will come. Make dua, the barakat is not going to come. If you don't follow the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can bring all the ulama in your house or your business, the barakat will not come. Don't make them so big. Because right now, they are not the imam like Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Hanbal or Imam Shafi. These are the imam, they have their own businesses. They devoted their life for the deen, and they never take any salary. This is like a job. When it comes to job, they said, okay, we are doing job. When any committee or any organization say have any differences with any alim, and they said, okay, we let you go. our agreement is finished, we have agreement with you, so we don't need you. Then they say, oh, you fire the alim, is haram. No, no, no. This is you have agreement. You are working for an organization, and they don't need you, or they just maybe have some problem. They don't. And also the organization, most of them, they made that this organization. Most of the people I met them, I've been dealing with them. This is just for their own. They make them themselves big. If you bring anything, okay, you should do this, they don't listen to you. It's like their monopoly. What they get the donation from the ordinary Muslim, and now they said, okay, this is belong to us. We don't want to have election. We don't want to be anybody else come in. We set these people. They're gonna be there forever, and then nobody can say anything. If you're gonna say one more word, we're gonna kick you out, or we're gonna call the police. This is the thing. I'm telling you, after my 23-year experience, I watching them, and I also want to give you one example. Have you ever seen in any donation fundraising dinner, any alim stood up and said, okay, I'm stood up, I'm giving $25,000 or $10,000 I want to give to the masjid or any madrasa? No, because they also make money. They also get handsome salary. They have also their kids working, their family working. They have money. Have you ever see? I never see any alim, and I never go masjid and tell them what to do, because I know they're not gonna listen to me. I try, but no matter how politely you talk, they're not gonna listen to you. And I have been to some of the meetings. I feel these people, they just have a monopoly. They don't want anybody to be enter. They just want to show off, okay, we have this power. They want to bring some dignity, making some speech, making themselves big. Even though I never interfere in any masjid. One of the masjid, I give donation myself more than $51,000. And up to today, nobody can meet what I did for that particular masjid. But I never go any meeting. I will never get invited any meeting, and I have no desire. And I don't have any regret to give donation, because I did it for Allah. I never did for them. I told in front of them, I said, if I look your ikhlaq, I cannot give the donation. But I did it for Allah, and I'm not going to argument with you. I'm not going to say anything to you. This is one particular thing. The other thing is, these scholars, they have to change their attitude, because this new generation, they want to see the action according to what you say. Otherwise, they're gonna go away from you. Only way they can listen to you, if you practice and you can show your character, then the new generation will listen to you. Otherwise, you are wasting their time, and you're dividing the ummah. And the reason you're dividing the ummah, because this is the only of your survival. This is the only survival, because before people were manipulated from you. Now people not going to be, because people have access to the knowledge. Like I have one friend of mine, he was telling me back in 100 years ago in their country, in Somalia, even though they want to open the book to read something, they say, no, we don't know how to open the book. This person will come, he will open the book the way the big book should be opened, then read it. So now more people are alim, more people are hafiz, more people are, have access to the deen, knowledge of deen, and people, we don't digest this kind of decision made by organization, have two Eid in the same masjid, or two Eid in one Eid in the same city. So we heard in Pakistan they have a different province, two Eid ahead of one day or after one day, but we never heard in a one masjid or two masajid or one city in 2 Eids or different days of Eid, or I never heard. So that's why I brought up this to you. The Ummah need to be united. Ummah, you need to be, the Hajj day is fixed, is one Hajj day, and the Arafah day is fixed. So this ulama, so far called ulama, they have to realize what they're doing. They're dividing the ummah. They have to also sit themselves and think what is our ikhlaq. And when the people enter in the masjid, and then when they see people, they should say salam alaikum. They will get hasanat, and they should. And if anybody think I'm not reading from myself, I'm not saying this about that say salam. People who say salam is from the book, and I'm not saying by myself. So whatever I said about this hadith, I read the hadith. I didn't make up anything. So anybody want to challenge me about this hadith? One Sahabi asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is the best thing of Islam? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, give feeding people and say salam to people you know or people you don't know. And you can imagine, you can judge yourself, not only ulama, I'm telling to other people too, judge yourself where is your akhlaq, and see and check yourself how many times you wait for other people to say salam to you, or you just say salam in first place. So when you're saying first place, then you follow the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am nobody to judge anybody. I start from myself, and I think most the thing is we need to make our ikhlaq, our manners to be correct. So because when we have a good ikhlaq, then we can spread our deen, and we can give people our example, and then more people can come in Islam. Thank you very much for your time. Until next time, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.